I try a lot of different color correctors on the market. I love LA Girl, I love Exit Beauty, but recently e.l.f. launched their color corrector and I had to try it. Of course I got orange, but they have green, which is great for combating redness, rosacea, and inflamed acne. Blue, which is really great for neutralizing super orange or super red tones. Yellow, which can give you an overall general lifting and brightening effect. And this peach color. So I use orange because I have a deeper complexion, but if you are on the more fair side, but you still have that blue-gray vein, go for peach. This is not going to peek through your makeup as much as an orange. And I have several videos discussing the difference between these two and how to find the right one. Let me know if you need me to link those. A few things I like about this e.l.f. color corrector is number one, that it's $4. I also really like this doe foot application. The LA Girl was a brush tip and I can't say I loved it. I also feel like a lot of residual product got stuck in the bristles of the brush. I also think this is really incredibly pigmented. When I go to blend out the LA Girl, it diffuses immediately and I have to use more product versus this e.l.f. color corrector. I just don't have to use as much. The color payoff is much more intense, but it's not difficult to work with. It still has a nice blendability to it. I'm going to seal in all of my color corrector so that it doesn't bleed through or move all over the place with a matte setting powder. This is just a translucent powder, so it's going to be colorless. It's not going to add weight, texture, or change the way the makeup looks. It's going to add just a little invisible seal. Think about saran wrap. You can still see underneath it, but it's holding everything in. A concealer formula I've been really into lately is the Teint Idole All Over Wear Concealer. I'm going to use this color right here for the outer edges, and we're going to add just a little bit everywhere we color corrected. I've been really liking this formula. I feel like it's the grown-up Shape Tape, so it's a little bit more texture friendly, but you have a nice coverage. And to blend it, I'm just going to pat it out over the color corrector. So this shade was a little warm for me. You can see that this is my actual skin tone and this is a concealer, but it'll come together in the end. Okay, that's definitely warm. It doesn't match my neck, so we're going to use this color to lift it. I'm just going to apply that down the center, over the under eyes, on the chin, and then through the jaw. Same Morphe M449 brush, and it's starting to like kind of mix in with that deeper color and it's coming together. I don't really freak out about like wrong foundation shades. I feel like you can take something in your collection and mix it and make it work for you. See, now that matches the chest a little bit more. And that's what I like about makeup. Most things can be fixed. I could never be a hairdresser. Like I could never actually cut hair. I would freak out, as I would think that once you make a mistake, it'd be very hard to fix. But makeup, you can like mix things and most things can be rectified. So now that the face is concealed and even, we're gonna skip foundation because we basically used our concealer as foundation. I wanna go in with this yellow color corrector because I wanna show you how it can actually lift your makeup. So if you have yellow undertone, it'll keep it in the same color family, just like lift it a little bit. Pop some on here and here, pretty much through the center of the face, anywhere I would want to highlight and bring forward. I always like to bring forward my chin. Now I'm gonna blend this out. Then you're gonna see this area kind of just come to life. By the way, if you don't have a yellow color corrector, that's okay. Just get a concealer, probably one of the lightest concealer shades they have. And as it mixes in with your foundation or your concealer on your skin, it'll blend in and it won't look crazy, but it will lift and brighten the center of the face or anywhere you place it. And these are matte, but because we skin prepped so well and everything is so hydrated, they are pushing into the skin nicely. But if you are dry, just make sure you use a really good moisturizer beforehand, or these could cling to any dry patches and texture you have on the face. Now you can see through the center, we are nice and lifted and illuminated. I'm just taking that same concealer brush and kind of pushing over it to melt it all together and buff it into the outer edge of our face where we don't have that brightener, so that it has like a nice natural gradient, something to fade into. Now we have a nice even complexion on the outer edge. The center of the face just lifted and lightened, but the key here is that you don't want to see where this starts and stops. You just want it to fade into the rest of the skin. You want the center to be lifted, but you don't want lines. So that's what we have here. We have regions of brightness melted into the outer edge, if that makes sense. And this is the completed look. You can see that orange color corrector does not bleed through. I'm really loving it. Let me know if you want more videos explaining exactly how to use all these different color correctors.